Oh shit.
Everybody, we are back. It is Taped on Live, favorite Raiders podcast, favorite Raiders channel, favorite Raiders everything. We are back. You guys already know what to do. Hit the subscribe button. Subscribe. Hit the like button if you like it. Hit the dislike button if you don't like it. Leave a comment if you like it. Leave a comment if you don't like it. Also follow us on Twitter at the Mark John NFL. For me at mholder95. You got 1195 in there, Matt.
Whoops, that's my email. Whoops.
At Matt Helder 95 for Matt, and of course Panda Supplements, pandasups.com. Use TDL for 35% off. All right, so it became a lot closer game than it appeared at the beginning. It looked like it was going to be a laugher, and we're going to be upset. Yeah. The Raiders came back into the game. The defense really, I think they played pretty well. Overall, they had a pretty damn good game plan. I can't watch to see the film what they did, and then Aiden kind of started to settle in a little bit after Khalil Mack was ruining his life. So ended up 24-17. Raiders probably they could have tied this game, but this all goes back to the red zone play calling. Like, I mean, we all got on Derek Carr a lot, but we see the red zone play calling was a problem too now, and after Carr's gone. But keep going.
I was just gonna say it's clearly predictable. Like the whole that pick that Aiden O'Connell threw was a one read route, right? Basically a screen, and obviously the Chargers were ready for it. Obviously, Asante Samuel had no problem reading it and seeing what was coming. So
yeah, and plus they ran the same play the previous drive from the same look. Like I don't know what he did in the red zone this week, but I don't know why he loved that play. But I guess he thought that would work against them. And like Asante Samuel was like, okay, it's the same play. I'm just not going to move.
Yeah.
I mean, these are NFL players, guys. You just can't line up from the same alignment and run the same exact play. This is in high school where you could just have better players. You just run the same play. You can run 5 plays and just dominate people. So I don't know. That last play, I don't know. I was talking about Myers didn't turn around. Some people didn't agree. What did you think about that, Matt?
I mean, no, it was all Myers too. Myers didn't get his head around. Like, he's got to get his head around as soon as he hits the flat. I mean, I know why he didn't, probably because he heard Asante Samuel coming. But at the same time, like, if he runs hard and at least like keeps like on his pace, like he at least stops Samuel from picking that ball off, like screens him off at the very least. But yeah, to me that was like Aiden O'Connell was like the last person I blame on that, because one, for the play call, that was obvious, very clearly too predictable, and two, Jacoby Myers. I mean, you got to at least get your look around for the ball and help your quarterback out in that situation. And he did.
Yeah. So I already see some questions about running. What do you think about running the football? I mean, I think they probably should have tried, just because it was 1st and goal. I think you should have tried to run the football and not run the same play you ran the possession before. But,
I mean, what I will say is like they were getting stuffed. It seemed like they were getting like they only averaged like 3 yards a carry, and it seemed like when they needed to get yards, like they were getting stuffed quite a bit. And then, but yeah, on 1st and goal, like maybe you give it one shot and see if it works. See if you can punch it in real quick and work.
Or play action. Let's go under center. Play action. Leak a tight end. I don't know. You got all these tight ends. I mean, leak a tight end, man. Like, let's get it.
They haven't done that all season, so maybe at one point it'd be a good time to do it. Probably catch everyone off guard, because tight ends have like 6 catches on a year combined. So
yeah, I mean, because really this team's problem is the red zone. I mean, they got to the red zone again this game, and they went 1 for 3. They're 33% this game. So who knows? They're probably last in the NFL now. They're 50%, 21st going into this game. Now they're what? So who knows what they're at now after going 1 for 3 in this game with 2 interceptions there.
I'm trying to see if they had.
Yeah, so it would have been tough, man. I don't know what he's doing there. Just like the second drive where they got the field goal, right? They got the field goal on that drive, the 22-yard field goal. To me, like, it felt like they probably should have like used the guys that they have on some quick routes, man. And he's such a quick passer. Like, I mean, if you can mix it up, but they're doing those deep overs in the back of the end zone, and they're like all these things. And you need like Tom Brady's pocket presence to run these type of things. Like, you need Tom Brady to go just read and move and just hit a guy in the back of the like that. Like, that's not going to work with some of these quarterbacks. And I mean, if you have Hunter Renfrow, you have Devontae Adams, they can win quick. Like
Yeah.
boom, 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 bam, balls out. And when they spread him out, like I saw, I was like, oh, they're gonna throw it out to Hunter Renfrow. This is gonna be an easy touchdown. Then he goes inside. I'm like, oh god. So that was my life watching the game. Just being upset about some of these play calls, but I didn't like the game plan for O'Connell at all. So, but what were your thoughts?
I mean, kind of the same way as you. It's like once they finally started just checking it down and realizing that the Chargers are going to play like we saw the other day, like 5-10 yards off the line of scrimmage and going to try and keep everything in front of them. Like they actually started moving the ball, like getting Jacobs involved in the passing game, like checking it down to him was one of their best plays of the evening.
Yeah.
I mean, what they had a 3rd and 18, threw it to him on check down and he picked it up. Like it's amazing to me. It's like, wow, when you get a guy like that of his caliber, the ball in his hands and give it to him in space, like he could actually make some plays for you. And again, if they had done that in the first half, it might be a different story. It might be scoreboard might have looked a little bit differently, but turnovers also can't happen. So
yeah, I mean, they did have some bad. I'll give them some fair. I look at some comments. They did have some bad penalties, man. That crack block was off.
That was questionable.
What the hell was that about? Like that was a normal block. Like he didn't even knock the guy down.
Yeah, that was weird.
Like he actually got most of the brunt of it. I was like, I saw him go back. I'm like, what the hell is going on?
There was another one too. I can't remember what exactly it was. It might have been like a PI or something like that.
Yeah,
that was questionable. Yeah, there were a couple.
Yeah,
I'm not normally like the which one?
When Myers pushed off.
Oh no, I thought that was a penalty. You can't get the full extend. There was a different one. I think it was a PI that got called on the Raiders. Maybe I don't remember. But I remember being like, "Oh yeah, that was another bad call." And I'm usually not someone who's like bitching about the calls, but yeah, there were a couple of bad ones. Although I will say that
was awful.
That there was one towards the end of the game that they called like illegal contact. I think the Chargers got a sack on that the Raiders benefited from. But for the most part, it was rough.
Yeah, it was pretty rough, man. I thought, overall, I thought O'Connell looked okay, which is not bad for a 4th round rookie. He looked okay. He didn't look terrible. He started off pretty awful, but I thought he kind of got into it. And, even the last drive, I could see him kind of getting his confidence, especially when Jacobs made that block and he was able to move in the pocket a little bit and then hit Renfrow. So that's what I really liked. And I know somebody said Jimmy G would have won this game, but I don't know. I mean, I don't know. They probably would have put it the same amount of points. So that's why it's like not a difference. So, maybe Jimmy Garoppolo makes some, I don't know, but it's just, it didn't look that much different.
This way. Khalil Mack had 6 sacks. We saw Jimmy Garoppolo getting happy feet when he hadn't even been sacked yet. There's no way you're going to convince me that Jimmy Garoppolo would have won this game.
If he had sacked 6 times, no, I don't think we would have scored points. I don't.
Jimmy Garoppolo would have just folded after the 4th one. We would have seen Aiden O'Connell in this game anyway.
Yeah, because I mean that's the point. Like, that's what I really liked about it. He got sacked a lot, bro, and he fumbled a lot, and they were all over him, and he really kept playing. I like that. You have to kind of look at some of the positives with the rookie quarterback like that who's on a bad team. I mean, this is not a great football team. We're 1-3, right? Yeah. Record, you are what you are, as Bill Parcells says. So you have to look at some of the positive with that. And I think him getting sacked 6 times, how many guys fold? I mean, there's so many quarterbacks that just fold after that. And he kept fighting. He kept throwing the ball downfield, and gave him a chance to win. So it is what it is. He has to play better, of course, and have some better pocket presence. And we'll go over the film with that. But I thought it was okay. Yeah. So I wasn't like, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, and two, to like fight through like the adversity of having like 3 fumbles, like when you know what I mean, like and come back even stronger from that in the second half. Like all 3 were in the first half, and to have the resiliency to kind of just have that and shake that off, like. I was impressed with what he's got up top, but a few of those throws, like when you're talking about, like, he's still firing downfield. I'm like, maybe we do that a little bit less. Maybe we stop throwing into double coverage a little bit.
Yeah, he showed a lot of that Purdue stuff that he was doing. That's what I was worried about, doing the forcing the traffic and stuff. But so that's what I'm saying. That was positive. I thought the run game looked a little bit better, but it still wasn't great. I mean, the offensive line was terrible today. I don't know.
They had more positive runs, but they had as many negative runs too. You know what I mean? Like they like if you look at the average, it was like 3.3 carry, but I feel like that's It's not like they were getting like 3 yards literally time every time they touched it. It was they were getting 8 and then losing 5 or losing 3 on the next one. That was where was more the issue.
Yeah, they couldn't really run the ball that like consistently. And and then Illuminor was getting his ass kicked. I mean, they all got their butts kicked a little bit, but Illuminor got his ass handed to him. It was just embarrassing. And I know Khalil Mack came to play. I saw some stat that he has like 12 sacks versus the Raiders or something like that. And he has like 5 against other teams.
Yeah. He has after today, yeah. I mean, today alone he had more sacks against the Raiders than he's had any other team when he's playing with the Chargers. But yeah, he has like I think that was when he was at 4, if I remember correctly, where it was like he has 12 sacks and 7 of them are against the Raiders, and he added 2 more to that, so 9 and 5 against everyone else.
yeah. And they're not giving the tackles help this year as much too. I saw somebody say that, but they aren't, man. They aren't giving
even
them
when they were, he was winning. There was one play where Johnson.
Oh yeah, they did at one play,
and then
and then he went right by him.
Well, yeah, that was. I'm like, well, they like chipped him with Johnson, and then Khalil set Illuminor back up inside with with the stem. Illuminor bit, and then he beat him around the corner too. And there's another one. One of his sacks, like he didn't really get, like he got chipped, and then someone else flushed him out into him. But yeah, so even when they chipped him, he still got sacks. That's why that guy's pretty damn good.
So I want to get into the film with the offense. I want to see what Aiden O'Connell was, especially in the first half. Because they're calling all the deep digs and stuff. I'm like, man, get the ball out of this guy's hand. So let's get to the defense. I see somebody asking a question about Patrick Graham. I thought the defense actually had a pretty damn good game plan. I thought they played pretty well. There's a lot of short fields that the Chargers score touchdowns on, right? I mean, they built the 24/7 lead on Aiden O'Connell's fumbles. So if you keep it real on his fumbles and the turnovers, they built that lead. And in the second half, they really showed up, man. They really, really, really showed up. So what did you think of the defense? I thought the defensive line looked pretty good. I saw Tyree Wilson got a couple of pressures. So Malcolm Kuntz was winning. Crosby was incredible. He was nuts today. So,
you said it perfectly. Like if I had told you like before this game, like the Raiders were going to hold Justin Herbert under 200 passing yards, like we feel pretty good about that. I think the run defense still has some work. I think it's kind of similar to the running offense.
They can't tackle.
They can't tackle. Like and they over pursue too, like on a lot of zone runs. And I'm like, that's a bad combination. That's how you get a 50-yard run from a wide receiver or whatever. That Davis dude, I didn't even know the hell that guy was coming into the game.
Yeah,
that shredded them for a few plays. And Jacorian Bennett like missed another one. I feel like, but then again, he comes back and has a good play in coverage down the stretch in the game. But yeah, run defense still needs work, but the pass rush is getting there. Malcolm Kuntz thought he had a good game again today. I think he got a TFL, got some more pressure. John Jenkins got a few TFLs today too, a little bit better on the defensive tackles. So, and then I don't know, maybe the key to the game was getting Jerry Tillery out of there early.
What did I say? Cut him. You should have cut him last year after that Rams game. God damn it,
bro! And what was really telling to me too is he was on the Chargers at this time last year, and they were all ready to kick his ass when that play happened. Granted, it was like a pretty late hit on Herbert, but like damn, dude. A year ago, that guy was calling those guys teammates. Now they're ready to freaking take his head off.
Yeah, because he does stupid stuff like that, man.
Yeah,
like that was stupid.
Yeah.
So it's knocking the ball down. Tillery knocked the ball down. Yeah, that happened last year. They should have cut him then.
Oh yeah,
cut his ass then. They should have cut him then. But no, we give him 2-year contract. So yeah,
cut him now. Let Nesta play. I didn't really get to see him much, but it wasn't like terrible.
When Nesta got hurt, I think he got hurt.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he did get banged up at one point. I don't know if he came back, but yeah.
Yeah, and Spillane can't tackle, so he can't tackle. He needs to hit the weight room. That's why every time weight room, Spillane. I need you to hit the weight room. I don't know what you're doing. You get that big old neck. I don't know what you're doing with your arms. Doing a lot of neck workouts. A lot of necks.
Traps.
Yeah, he just hits the traps. I don't know what he's doing with those arms, but he ain't making. He can't bring anybody down. Marcus Epps had a terrible tackling day. I don't know what was up with him. He couldn't tackle. Diablo can't tackle. They just couldn't tackle.
Diablo falling for the old pump fake, like doing the old 180 on the pump fake. That was great, and I say that sarcastically. Please understand
Oh
that. Yeah,
man, that's what I'm saying. Because so Patrick Graham, it's a good discussion because I really like the game plan, but you can't these players he has, what is he supposed to do? I mean, you can't make you can't make Divine Diablo wrap up Justin Herbert. You know what I mean? All you can do is call it.
Not fall for the damn pump fake. like that's the thing. Like I know people keep calling for him, but like I'm talking about when you miss tackles and over pursue, okay, maybe we put that on coaching, but like at the same time, like how do we know it? Like that's basics. Like how do they know they're not going to screw that up with someone else in charge? Like, and I like what they're doing. It's just shit.
Yeah, man.
Again, they shut him out in the second half.
It's a perfect blitz call. I mean, you're right there. You're right there with the blitz, and there's nothing else he can do. That's what I'm saying. Because I think he's calling good games. I don't know about McDaniels' this game. I really feel like that he wasn't calling a game for a rookie quarterback. I feel like he was calling a game like Aiden O'Connell was a veteran. What?
He's calling the system. He's doing his thing, man.
But you have a rookie. Like why do you do the Stidham game plan?
It's the system.
He made it look so easy for Stidham. He gave Stidham the easiest looks.
It's the system, man. The Josh McDaniels system. This is what I compare to him. He's Paul Westhead from the '80s Lakers last winning time.
You watch your winning time with me.
And Aiden O'Connell's Magic Johnson.
Man. Yeah, it's just like I don't know, man. I don't know what Patrick Graham would do. There's not really nothing else he can do. He doesn't have the players for it. He's got Ja'Cory Bennett out there who makes a play and then makes a bad one because he's a fourth rounder. Makes a play, makes a bad one, makes a play, makes a bad one. I think they missed Nate Hobbs a little bit today for tackling. Definitely for tackling. They missed Nate Hobbs for tackling. Sure. But I didn't think Meek played that bad.
No, he had a nice play at the end there. Against Keenan Allen, right, on one of the Chargers' last drives on one of the, I think it was like their second to last one where he was tangled with them and they both kind of like fell on the ground like incidental contact and fell into Yeah, I thought he played all right. I mean, but yeah, the tackling was an issue. I mean, you got David Long negating a Crosby sack because he's lining up offsides.
Dog, I saw that. I'm like, why are you past the blue line? I saw that on the film broadcasting. Like, he's past the blue line. So the blue line off, or is he offsides? And
well, the thing that excited me on that drive too, and this speaks to like what do you want Patrick Graham to do, is the reason why he was in that game was because Ja'Cory Bennett missed the tackle on that like 50-yard run that they had like on the second play. So then Long comes in the game and then he fucks that up. That like ends their third down stop. So it's like, yeah, again, like what do you want the guy to call? Like he did his job, but the guy, you can't freaking line up properly or make a tackle.
Yeah, you can't make a tackle, you can't line up properly. I kind of want to see what they did. I mean, the last play, you're probably not expecting them to throw deep like that. So you're not expecting that, but I mean Bennett just kind of it was a veteran push off on that one.
The flipper. They'll never call it.
The veteran push. It was a veteran push up, but that was it. I mean, if that throw, he was in position. Like if that ball was like underthrown or something, he probably could have made a play. But it was just a great throw. It didn't. It was more the throw than anything because I thought he was in pretty good position. Like let's just say, if it was underthrown, that he could have made a play on the ball. Yeah.
By the way, I gave out a prop bet of Justin Herbert under longest completion, 37.5 yards. Was doing great until literally that last play.
I know.
Kept him in check until the whole time, until that last play of the game.
So yeah, I mean the Raiders are 1-3. They got the Packers this week. It's gonna be another.
Packers have a lot of time.
They have a lot of time to get ready for the Raiders, and I think they have and Rashawn Gary is going to be healthy, and I don't know who's going to be the right tackle because Jermaine Illuminor looks like he can't play right tackle right now. He's going through the ringer. I get it. He's going through the ringer. He went T.J. Watt, and then he went Khalil Mack, and now he has Rashawn Gary
and Preston Smith,
and Kenny Clark, and Devontae Wyatt, and yeah. So, I mean, that's going to be kind of the issue a little bit. I mean, do they go Mayer or do they go Mumford? I said Mayer. Do they go Mumford, who doesn't get the ball thrown to him for some reason? He doesn't play.
Might as well put him there.
Yeah, but might as well play him at right tackle. Mumford, I mean, or Josh Jacobs. But I mean, Josh Jacobs got beat by that one time. That was like the first time he got beat all year, though. I mean, yeah, put Josh Jacobs at right tackle.
By Kenneth Murray.
Yeah, that was like the first time though. But then he picked up a great one on the last drive they had. Yeah. So do they go Mumford or they go Illuminor? That's the big one. I don't know. They might have to go Mumford and kind of just see what
think you gotta mix it up.
You gotta mix it up, man. He's getting destroyed over there.
Like, I mean, obviously, Garrett, like, again, 2 elite pass rushers, but it's not like Mac was like tearing it up this year. He had 0 sacks heading into this game, but now he's going to end up tying with TJ for the league lead. Unless I don't know if TJ got one today, but
I think TJ got some sacks today.
Okay, but anyway, like, it's not like Max like tearing it apart and tearing it up this year. He's not quite the player he was, so I feel like Rashawn Gary should have no problem. I think you got to make the call.
Yeah, you got to make the call, man. You got to change.
At 1-3, like, you got to turn to something. You can't keep doing the same thing.
Man, because if they lose to the Packers, because the Packers offense, I mean, they're all right. But it's
no Bakhtiari.
No Bakhtiari. I mean, the Packers defense has some holes. They play soft zone too. Mm-hmm. So yeah. I don't know. It's gonna be an interesting game to see how they do this. Any other thoughts? Let's get to the questions here, Matt. Let's scrum here. Probably 5 or AOC sacks. He did take some sacks. A couple of sometimes. I think later on in the game he realized, hey, I should check it down instead of trying to hit this deep dig and trying to stick with it and hit it no matter what the pocket is. Because he had better pocket presence as the game went along. So you definitely can see him kind of getting better, but I don't know if that's the thing. I don't. We'll see how it goes. I don't know if Josh. If Jimmy Garoppolo. I don't know how hurt Jimmy Garoppolo is or how bad the concussion is.
There was a few, like, especially in the first half, where I was like, I think he's holding on the ball a little bit too long, but still. But again, it speaks to what you were talking about earlier. Make it easier on your quarterback, get the ball out of his hands, change the play call.
All right. Is it me or did Morris show up? Morris been playing well all year.
Yeah, he's had a pretty good game. I think he only had like one really like bad game this year, and like other than that, he's played pretty well. Almost wish he would have came down with that one pick in the end zone, but I didn't realize. I forget when he had that like cast put on his hand. I feel like that. I'm not sure, but got his second pick of the year, so first one for Justin Herbert. So yeah, I feel like he's had a pretty good game, pretty good year so far.
Yeah, he's playing pretty good, man. What's this one? Is AOC probably didn't get full reps this week, or did he?
I think they said he split him with Jimmy, right?
Yeah, they said he split him, right?
Yeah, because Jimmy was limited. Jimmy didn't practice the first practice, was limited the last 2, so I think they split them the last 2.
So, that's the thing, because I really feel like they really tried to do the whole, deep digs. I'm sure there's some dagger that he was holding the ball for. I'm 100% sure there's some dagger on 3rd and 10, and to me, it was like, just get him comfortable, like get him completions, like give him some easy throws, some slants, get some Hossie, juke to Hunter Renfrow, those type of things, or even put Devontae Adams at those places so he can run those routes. Because he was there's timing issues too. That's why I don't feel like I don't know how much practice he got with them, because that's why he was so behind on some of those throws. It's timing. He's having some timing issues with them, especially the slant with Adams. He almost like threw it way behind him. That's because Adams when he runs a slant, it's not going to be your usual slant. Kyle. So so he ends up throwing behind him. So there was a lot of timing issues there too. But I think that they got to mix it up and do a lot of the short passing that they were doing with him later on in the game, and he was showing some anticipation and hitting some throws. So I don't know, man. I just don't know. The deep dig thing is just bothers the hell out of me. You don't have Matthew Stafford.
Yeah, you don't have a guy. Yeah, even with Aiden O'Connell, you still have a guy that has kind of a noodle for an arm, a little bit.
Man, exactly. You know what I mean? Especially some of those deep balls. But yeah. Which QB should we draft? Caleb Williams. I don't know. It depends, man. There's a lot of bad teams in front of us, man. Are the Bears going to win the game? How many games are the Bears going to win? They lost to the Broncos. Are the Broncos going to get the number 1 pick? Who's he be in front of us? You know, because especially if Aiden Okada keeps playing, I feel like he got better as the game get along, so he might keep us. He might make us to like 4-13. We're picking like 5.
I mean, that's trade up range, but I guess it does depend on if the other team.
It is trade up. Come on, dog. Who's trading up from 1 this year? Caleb. I don't care who your quarterback is right now. If you end up, unless you're the Panthers, that's the only team. And even if that, nobody's trading from 2. So I mean, you'd have to trade with the Panthers, maybe. But no, the Panthers get the Bears their pick. So the Bears have both picks.
Right.
So the Bears have both picks, man. Like, there's no way you're trading up. I mean, they're taking a quarterback, because especially the way Justin Fields looks. So
I mean, it just feels good for all but like 3 plays this week. It was just 3 really big plays.
yeah. Quinn Ewers. I mean, he looks pretty good, man. I like Sanders. I do. I think he just has. He's
going to stay in Colorado, though, isn't that what his dad said?
I don't believe that. Whatever. I don't believe that. We'll see. We'll see how well he keeps playing later on in the season. But yeah. So we currently have the 3rd pick. I see that. So man,
currently number 3.
I read the 3rd pick. I mean, that's Drake May range. It's Drake May, man. I mean, Drake May is not a bad concession. That's all I'm saying. That's not a bad concession. He has some great throws on tape. He's very athletic, can move. Yeah, he is legit too. But you know, hopefully Josh is here because they might take Bo Nix there or something crazy. He's a winner from a SEC.
There you go. It is nice too. So the Raiders do have the 3rd pick, which it doesn't make 100% sense because they strength of schedule because they technically because
they lost to the Steelers who got their ass kicked by the Texans, and they lost.
So the good news is still for quarterback is right now Chicago has 1st and 2nd, so they would be able to.
Wait, hold on, man. What happened? What? Oh God.
Wait, what?
What?
Hold up. I feel like we're getting pranked. No way.
This can't be true. Is he trolling us? I've never seen this guy before.
It's gotta
Patrick. Are you trolling us, Patrick? Are you Chargers fan?
This isn't funny, Patrick.
I really hope that's not true.
Well, Patrick, this is your punishment. You're for the rest of the podcast. It's going to be you watching me scroll through.
He's not trolling. He's not trolling. He's not trolling, Matt.
What happened? What?
Oh God. Patrick said he's not trolling. All right. See. My whole problem is this guy. To be honest, my whole problem is this guy. He's the whole problem here. You know, Josh McDaniels he's just not a leader. And that's what the Raiders need. The Raiders, I don't care how you scheme anymore. I don't care how you scheme. I don't care how you do anything. Can you lead grown men? Do grown men want to come out and just run through a wall for you? That's all I care about for the next coach. I don't care about scheme. I don't care what the hell you do. You could be a tight end coach. You could be a special teams coach. I don't care. Can you lead men? Because this dude is not a leader.
Dan Campbell.
Something. I mean, what does Dan Campbell do over there besides just lead? What does he do? Is he in the court? I guess he did call plays last year. I'll give him credit. He took over the play calling last year. I'll give him credit for that. But Jesus, man, we just need a damn leader. Like I don't care what the scheme is. Like, you know, and Rich Bisaccia was kind of that, you know, and he frustrated me, but he was at least a leader. That's what they need. A leader. Because, you know, all this scheming, I don't care. I don't care anymore about schemes. I'm done. I'm done with this. I'm done with these schemes, bro. It's just like.
I'm glad on Tape Don't Lie we don't care about schemes anymore.
For the Raiders. I mean, for the show, we care about schemes. We love schemes here at Tape Don't Lie. For the film, we break down schemes. That's what we do. But for the Raiders, man, hire a great offensive coordinator. You're a leader. That's what I said. Hire a great one. Then I can love the scheme. Hire a great guy. What?
You're talking about Shador. Dion's a good leader.
Oh, Deion
I don't know if
ain't
I don't
coming
think
to
he'd come to the
NFL, bro. He
NFL,
ain't
but
coming to the NFL.
he's not coming to the NFL. I don't think it'd be quite as
Mark Davis had to offer him like $20 million. He
That-
would. See, I think Deion can be bought. That's what I know about Deion. That's all
yeah.
I know.
Oh yeah, yes.
He can be bought.
Deion
But I don't know if Mark
doesn't
got that
need
money like that right now. If he does, he can be bought. All you just put a 10 million a year in front of him. He's gonna be like, let me go to Las Vegas real quick. And then he just bring the show there. But I like Deion, but I don't know. I didn't like that call at Deion. Deion kind of ran the same play on 4th down versus USC. The little speed right option. They didn't and they didn't make that play. So I'm a little reserve on Deion too. But Disney leader, dog.
Yeah.
Disney leader. I don't know, man. That's not leading. See, they said, give me Eric Bieniemy. Is Eric Bieniemy a leader? He's kind of an asshole.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of people don't, like, from what I've seen, like from the ex-players, like they don't really like him. Like him and Mahomes got into it last year. I mean, Shane McCoy talked shit about everybody, but McCoy was talking shit about him. Like, I feel like a lot of times you hear about Bieniemy with players, like it's usually him getting into it with them. But
yeah, because if you get, I don't know, man. Because Eric Bieniemy, it's gonna be interesting because he might get a job because of the way he looks. How looks. He has how look pretty damn good. I think he's gonna get a job. It's just how does he handle players? Like how is he gonna be? If he gets the right guys that can take that type of coaching, I don't know, man. But all I know is you watch the quarterback documentary. Patrick Mahomes didn't talk to him once on the sideline. So, yeah, he didn't talk to him once.
damn.
Man, I don't know. All right, Matt, this guy because that pissed me off. I'm sorry. You just can't. Come on, it's your rookie, bro. You called. It's the same play you called twice.
I'm still trying to figure out do we find out what he said or he just.
I bet it's something dickish, bro. I'm telling you, I bet it's something dickish.
We didn't make enough plays or something.
I don't know.
Devontae Adams, per Vic Tafer of The Athletic. I don't know what to say. We have to play better. We have a pretty talented roster.
Playing quarterback league starts with taking care of the football. Jesus, that's not nice. I mean, it's true, but goddamn, Josh, you called the speed right option twice. like it's 1981. That's the play Bill Walsh ran and the catch. I'm gonna tell you guys right now. That's the same play. That's the play Bill Walsh ran. I mean, I guess there's a little bit of. I guess that's more spider white banana. I think that he ran.
Yeah, where they.
Yeah, a little bit more spider white banana, but still, that's how old that play is. So, yeah, because that's true. He didn't say that about Jimmy.
True. God damn, man. Do you think? I mean, I've said for a while that I think he's going to be safe for this year, but I mean, every time I say that, I feel like it's less and less true. Is he fighting for his job right now? Like that's a quote of where you're talking to the owner. You're like, it ain't me.
Matt, see, that's what I'm talking about on schemes, man. That's why I was get back now, which is why we're a scheme show. He's scheming for his job. So I don't know what Mark Davis told him. Mark Davis already told him, hey, I got the aces, man. I got the best team in the WNBA history over here. And look at you, bro. You're supposed to be my moneymaker. And you have us looking ugly. And then, all the things. I like Dan Quinn. Dan Quinn is a good one. But that is a good one. I do like Dan Quinn. He has one before. Yeah. I like that one. But and Dan Quinn, we can play some damn defense, and I think he can get the most out of some of his players, and maybe you could get some Cowboys guys over here.
Yeah, I also think he's waiting for Mike McDaniel or McDaniels to get fired so he can take that job. He's turned down like he hasn't interviewed with other places because he doesn't want to just take another job.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, people are going to want to coach Max Crosby. I know that for sure.
True.
True. So if you get a defensive guy, I just hope if they fire Josh or something like that and they keep Ziegler, that he doesn't go the Brian Flores route. Because I do not want to blitz. I don't want to watch cover zero that much. I mean,
it'd be fun.
He has some great calls. I mean, he has a great. That would be an interesting one too. But I don't like defensive coordinators that hate quarterbacks. Like they try to act like quarterbacks aren't special to your team.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I don't like. You gotta like quarterbacks and defensive coordinator. You gotta like them. because then you get Brian Flores who hates them, and then all right, man, we're just babbling now. I'm just babbling now, guys. I'm sorry that throwing your quarterback under the bus a little bit kind of pissed me off, especially when he fought so hard. Like, dude, that's stupid. You're such a terrible dude. All right, right here. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I'm sorry, Matt.
You're good. You're good. I love it.
Oh man. Subscribe. You know, it's just bad, man. It's just bad at this point. I don't know.
I'll leave people with this. The Chargers tried to charger it, but the Raiders just raided it.
100%. That's the Chargers tried to give us the damn game, man. They tried their hardest. All right, guys, we're out of here. Of course, we get some breakdowns. Of course, you get some AOC. You know, I feel excited to get into that, so we're gonna do that. And then, you know, we're gonna give you guys a film review on Wednesday. We'll be ready. We'll be doing that. Check it out. Join the membership, guys. Join the channel. We're gonna keep grinding. And you know, the earlier we get to the draft, you know, me and Matt are gonna kill it. So
There we go.
All right, guys, we're out of here. Peace.
All right, see ya.